Hey guys, this is D&D, aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with more Kamihime project. Now, recently we just finished off the duel event where we ended up having the Ixion and the Yatagarasu rematch events. You still have a chance to trade your stuff if you go to the item exchange and whatnot. However, there's a new one that you might want to check out, and we're going into that right now. And I've already done this twice because I had built up quite a bit of items that just didn't exchange. Now, normally we wouldn't really care too much about the stuff from here, except for maybe the half elixirs, which I still can grind for. Even energy seeds, you can need them, but I got like 200 plus, and there's over 200 in this thing right here. But anyways, going to the very end of it, we've recently had this I don't hear Caladruis, or I don't even know how to pronounce her name. But we just recently had storyline events that go up against her. Now, if you grind enough, she's got a light weapon right here. A light SR weapon. Reason I'm pointing this out, there really isn't too many light SSR weapons in the game, so you might want to look for their SR ones as well. So, do the storyline, grind that out, you'll be able to get this thing. I've already gotten it twice. And just if you're wondering, it boosts your attack power for light characters. Other reason why I'm saying that is because we're about to get another raid event, which is going to be a darkness-based one. It's the Halloween one, and it'll work just like the previous raid events, where you sit up and trigger raids and sit up and jump in. You'll get the I do believe it's it's a demon and a it's a divine and a devil soul, I do believe what they're called. But you'll get those items and then to spend them on the gachas. But yeah, this is back. Now, other interesting stuff I can show off in here too, but I'm not going to be doing them. This is another interesting one you might want to pay attention to. The SSR weapon gacha. Now, it's not going to last much longer, but the thing about it is, if you are lacking some SSR weapons, this will force them on you. They are not Kamihime weapons, so you're not guaranteed to pull Kamihime. But they are very powerful weapons. SSR weapons are definitely the most powerful in the game by a long shot, because they automatically give you a 6% boost in whichever thing they're giving. Except for the Prada weapon, that's a different story. But if they're giving an HP, it's already a 6% increase just by having it. And then the skill level bumps it up even further. And as I said before in previous videos, the skill level actually caps at 20 unless you manage to fully break limit your weapon. When you do that, it caps at 30. So that said, you can get a total increase of 21% from an SSR weapon. And you're holding 10 of these. That means if you really want to go that route, you can get 210% to attack or HP. So there's a lot of interesting combinations and whatnot. And that's not including the fact that they go up to level 125 when you fully break limit them. But that's worth getting if you want to go after, because here's the thing, it's the same normal price as a normal gacha. So any paying players, you're still kicking up 3,000 gold for it. That makes it very interesting. Honestly, I kind of wish I waited for that one. Unfortunately, too, it's going to end up disappearing by the time I'm able to pull again. But then there's also this one too, which gives you some upgrade stuff. It's not a bad idea, but compared to the SSR weapon one, I wouldn't even try it. And then you notice they got this button down here too, where you can just go to the exchange part. But yeah, speaking of storyline, the storyline has increased to chapter 30, so we can do all of the light area right now. And it's gotten pretty interesting too, I have to admit. So I would do the storyline just at least up to the point where you can start grinding the light stuff, if you're going to do that, because like I said, there is a very, very low amount of light stuff. Now, other interesting thing is, where can you get some more light weapons aside from that one? I've stated the obvious before, and there's 3 of them you can actually get at all times as well, on top of the one for that, so you get a grand total of 4 SSR light weapons you can just bump up. But that naturally, of course, comes from these raids. I would farm these raids. just to try and get light weapons from that too. So you got to keep that in mind. You got to get as many light weapons as you can. Honestly, I kind of wish I held on to a lot of the light weapons I pulled from the gachas too, because there's quite a bit of SR ones that I pulled out, but SSR is not happening. Like, that's definitely not happening. If you were lucky, you could have probably gotten all 5 of the SSR bow from the first Phoenix event, and then the second time it rolled around, since they reset everything and put it on its own counters, you could have got a second one as well. But unfortunately, I didn't think ahead on that one, and I didn't get it either. But just to show off some of the stuff I do actually have. And I'm not going into full details on what everything can do. That will be a different video later down the line, because like I said, I'm going to do another little inventory show-off event. Inventory show-off video. But as you can see, I've gotten quite a bit of SSR stuff. I even keep this because I managed to max the limit break that, but when I get enough SSR to pretty much just overthrow that one, I'll probably get rid of it. Because some of these is even beating it out by a long shot. But yeah, you see I've 3-starred some stuff, I 2-starred some stuff. In fact, I gotta go 3-star the Ixion Blade if I managed to grab enough souls. I didn't check, I was just grinding it out on the last part of the event. As you can see, I kept a few of these. And I've just recently got these from the trades. So I got 2 of those. But yeah, I've got a few pages of SSR stuff. So that's just on that. Now the Eidolons is the same case, only most of these are event weapons and Eidolons, so you gotta keep that in mind. I've only pulled like roughly, let's see, somewhere around 8 or 9 SSR Kamihime. So that's where some of those weapons came from. The rest are either gacha or event pulls. And I happen to have every single event weapon that was SSR, so. But as you can see, I got Eidolons up there too. In fact, I'm actually hoping I get another Huang, because gacha Eidolons are definitely stronger than the event ones. Like, she's 3 stars and beating out Veritra, who's almost max level, and got plus 44. But yeah, there's like 2 pages of that too. And unfortunately, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to be able to get rid of Diablos, nor are you going to be able to upgrade her. I don't know if they happen to have any sort of thing where they're going to let you get multiple Diablos. I wish they did, because she's not a bad one to have, considering that she gives 10% increase to everybody. I think if anything, they'll make it 30%. But again, that's like, it's hoping. And then I didn't really grind too much for some of these Eidolons either, because they didn't really get my interest too much. And then here's the one that everybody's wanting to see, Kamihime. In fact, let's count out how many Kamihime I really do have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I got a lot of them level 55 as well. Some are level 60, some can even go up to 70. But yeah, I think I got 9 SSR because I got another one that hasn't even leveled too much. Yeah, there's 9. And I make it a very valid point to at least get 1 star on every single R girl and then just worry about the rest. Because honestly, even if you aren't trying to, even if you don't care too much about the scenes, you still want the magic jewels, and for that you still need to 3-star every single one of your Kamihime except for the R girls who only need 1 star, but they only get the extra skill. So that's the bare minimum you need to do regardless of which version you're playing or what you really care about. Oh, you do have to watch those scenes, so especially in the case of Gaia, I found out you have to watch her scenes and then on top of that get her a level 80. Some of the scenes are actually pretty interesting too, given some of the backstory in them. And some of them actually do have some decent backstory. Like, for instance, Severog's whole thing was to pretty much, strengthen her axe and whatnot. Because when you pull them, you get an introductory one, and that definitely gives you the most info. Now, after that's just extra sad crap. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Like, try to get as many of those light weapons as you can too, because, like I said, there's not too many SSR stuff you got. And to be quite honest, you really want to try and do your best on the light stuff too, because it will be lacking. I found out there really isn't too many light events. There isn't too many Phantom Element ones either. Like, that's the other thing that kind of sucks. The Phantom Element's not too up there either. They just recently had one, and on the Japanese side. But that's the whole thing with it. Light will be lacking. So grind the storyline, I think it's chapter 26 through 30. And then grind the light raid. That'll end up getting you enough to deal with all that. But anyways, that's all I got for now, guys. Take care.